Hello, 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 everybody. Everybody. What's cracking? What's up? What's going on? How is everybody doing? Guys, tea time with Mofo. We're gonna talk about this downstairs neighbor. People have been asking me, Claudia has been asking me, when is it happening? This is going to be a long video. If you do not want to stick around for the long video, I might just insert some little T script so you don't have to watch the whole entire thing. But this is going to be my story. This is going on to Mofo BM World's podcast over here because that's just the way my channel might start running. So I gotta tell you, long story short, my before the downstairs neighbor moved in, which was the last downstairs neighbor, he got evicted because he couldn't pay rent, and he lost his job. He was waiting for his unemployment check, didn't come in. That is long story short for the guy and the female that was there before. Long story short, they went ahead and got out. The maintenance people went ahead and started cleaning the apartment. It took them at least a half a month to clean the apartment downstairs. And at this time, I was very nervous onto getting new neighbors. The reason being is because I had past people downstairs that always constantly knock on my door and ask me to turn down the music. They asked me to lower down the bass and stuff. I was cool with most of my downstairs neighbors after we got along, but I don't know who might move in next. And it always scares me. It scares me to death. But this is what happened. Now, let me give Paku his treat because I was supposed to give it to him long ago. Paku, let me get you your treat. Allow people to join. This might be either a 31-minute live stream or a 45-minute, depending on how fast or slow I go. But I want to try to make it at least 31 minutes. So the maintenance people went ahead and, cleaned up the apartment. I saw a couple of people. I saw my manager, bringing people into the apartment, showing them the apartment. And then I saw one lady with a kid, and I'm like, oh no kids downstairs. I don't want kids because then I have to go over and over to make sure they don't touch my car and they try to vandalize it and stuff. If y'all don't know me, I don't like kids around my car. I don't like kids playing around my car. I don't like kids with balls around my car. Actually, I don't like anybody around my car. So it's just that hit me a little bit, and I'm like, I hope that lady doesn't come move in. All of a sudden, I'm on TikTok live, and I'm watching one of my TikTokers, and I see moving one of those yellow moving vans and a white van. Mind you, a white Ram van, the size of a freaking school bus, that I'm just so terrified of right now. They all pull up in a white truck, a white Ford truck. They pull up within seconds, guys. The people started moving in their stuff. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I got new neighbors. And At that time, I was like, are they moving in? Are they really moving in? And I'm like, oh, man, I tell you what, I have never seen someone move in less than 10 minutes, guys. I've never ever seen anybody move in less than 10 minutes. Now, you do have a group of people. That makes sense. But the way how fast they were moving was like the cartel was after them. The cops were after them. Literally, they were moving so freaking fast inside. Mattress again, mattress after mattress after mattress was going in the dang apartment. And I'm all like, are these people full of mattresses? And so they started bringing in their stuff super fast. If it was like a cartoon, literally, if I mean, it sounded like a dang cartoon, just going super fast. Within 10 minutes, they moved all their stuff. The 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 truck, the yellow truck moved out. After the yellow truck moved out, the white van pulled up, and the guy didn't even wait for the van to even stop. The guy was pulling and I have all this on camera. If nobody believes me, I like, if I could show my CCTV cameras to y'all guys, I would. I have all this on camera. And the guy was barely even, making a stop. The other guy goes to the back of the door and just starts pulling stuff out. And I'm like, bro, the van is not even freaking stopped yet. You're pulling stuff out. So I'm going to get excited during this video, by the way. But again, if you stick around for this entire video, let me know in the comment section. And I really can't believe it, guys. They moved in, and I was telling my TikToker that I was watching at that time, I said, my neighbors are moving in, and they moved in within 10 minutes. 10 minutes. I've never seen someone moving so fast. Never. Like, never. That's way too fast, bro. So then after that, I was like, okay, I got new neighbors. And I was saying on my live stream a while back, I said, maybe I'll introduce myself to the new neighbors and tell them, hey, I'm this loud person that plays loud music and plays loud movies, and don't mind me, But that was not the route I was trying to go through. So when I saw these neighbors, I actually didn't like them. I just didn't like them. I had a vibe where it's like, I don't like these people. So the oh my god, what the heck is that noise? Oh, it's people. Let me get a little drink here. So when they were moving in, it was a guy. Well, that's the thing. I was kind of confused because, you have people moving you, and you would think, you have people moving you, and they're just moving there temporarily. That's it. A couple of days, yeah, well, like 2 days passed because, hold on, let me see. They moved on a Saturday. So a couple of days passed. It was like maybe Tuesday. That Tuesday, that's when I started seeing them often outside. They'd be chilling outside and talking outside. I'm like, okay, well, I guess they're a talker. And they'd be running back and forth, constantly going out. And I'm all like, okay, first of all, what I see from that perspective was one female, one male, and they were husband and wife, or I'm assuming they're husband and wife, and one, I would say, I don't know, maybe 9 or 10-year-old, and then a little baby, maybe about 3 years old. And then I saw another lady. She was fat and chubby, and she had a guy, with her, and a kid. Now, mind you, I don't know who these people are, and I don't know how many people are living downstairs, but I would just think they're moving, they're helping them move and stuff. But as that time progressed, which was that 3 days after or so, that's when I started noticing that they were always going in the apartment, coming out. They would go out and probably go eat or something like that. They have. I've been spying on them. Like I'm a good spy, bro. I'm a good spy. So I've been spying on them, and I'm all like, these people haven't bought groceries yet. Like I haven't seen them buy groceries. I haven't seen them unload groceries. And I'm like, you would think that you get into a new apartment, you would buy groceries in 24 hours, at least, unpack everything and then go to the store and go buy your groceries and put it in your pantry. That's what you would think. Like, or they had groceries before. So then, they just kept, like I said, they kept going in and out downstairs. The first night, it was so epic, guys. I could hear them all over downstairs. You're not supposed to hear your downstairs neighbor. You're not supposed to hear your downstairs neighbor. I heard my downstairs neighbor. Like, what the F? All I hear was dun boom dun boom dun 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 boom dun. Not no music. I'm not talking about music dumping and stuff. I'm talking about movement. You would hear movement through the dang walls. Now, how the heck do you hear movement through the wall scratching? I'm like, and I'm upstairs. I said, I really don't like these dang downstairs neighbor. I said, but I'm downstairs. I mean, they're downstairs and I'm upstairs. How the heck did that even happen? Why am I hearing them talking? Why am I hearing them going crazy downstairs, thumping and stuff? Man, that was a concerning for me. The next day passed, which was a Wednesday. That's when, again, I started studying them and analyzing them. And, you would think it's a Wednesday. They wouldn't have to go to work. They would have to go to sleep. No, they were outside on the balcony, not in in the patio. They don't have a balcony. I have a balcony. They have a patio. So they were outside in the patio and looking and, just chilling. I'm like, okay, well, maybe I guess they're outdoor people because obviously. And there ain't anybody in the chat. Nobody in the chat yet. So then I go ahead and just keep analyzing. I do not play. I start playing my video games gradually. I start, I start introducing my loudness gradually. I know that I sound obnoxious. My bad. I'm a little sick and just trying to get it out. I know I sound obnoxious sometimes, but I am sometimes with my music. And when it's movies, that's it. It's game over. Like, I'm watching my movie and I'm putting it on full blast. So, oh my goodness. So after that, I just went slowly. Here it is. Let me go empty my cup real quick. Let me go empty my cup real quick. I'm gonna tell you some tea right now. Okay, come back. So here it is. Saturday night. Saturday night. They were still kind of moving stuff in, and I just was watching back. And again, I'm in ghost mode now. I have to stay back and stay mellow. I don't know who these people are, and I don't want them, complaining so early and stuff. The guy and the girl, the guy and the girl were these, like, I don't I can see they're in their 40s or 50s. I can see they're in their 40s or 50s. They were outside in the van, and they were in the van at maybe 12, 12, maybe 12, 13. I think I do have a timestamp around 12, 12 or 12, 13. They were talking in the van. Talking, 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 talking. Now, what bugged me was not the headlights because they didn't have headlights. I had one neighbor down, one person that parks. He would be in the car with his girlfriend doing the you know what, but that's a story for another day. But their lights will be on and just constantly shining bright in my window. Their lights weren't on. What annoyed me the most was the van because all you heard throughout the whole entire time was mm, mm. And what that humming was is basically, if you don't know how a vehicle works, is your aux fan, your cooling fan turned on every so often to cool down the engine. So I kept hearing their fan cooling down the engine every freaking second. And so I was like, okay, they're getting in the car. Let me go fill my cup. And I'm all like, that's fine. They're talking in the van. I'm fine with that. And so as time progressed, here it is. Me hearing that stupid noise. 5 o'clock, 5:30 in the morning. It's still going. They're still talking in the van. I'm like, bro, y'all just wasting gas. That's just wasting gas. Well, I almost forgot. There you go. And I'm like, how the heck are these people are still in the dang van and they just keep being in there? And so around 5:20 in the morning, that's when I heard them arguing. I heard them arguing. I heard them just, blabbing in Spanish, over and over, different type of words. And I can't hear them because I can't hear them because it's just like a blubber. I understand Spanish, but I couldn't hear what they were actually saying. All I kept seeing was the van going back and forth, and they're yelling. And then they go back inside, they slam the door, and they go back outside, come back out inside, slam the door again, and all you can hear is a boom, boom. And I was like, what the heck is wrong with these people? And at that time, I didn't have to go to work until 12 o'clock. And they're over here talking, and then all of a sudden, he just gets very desperate or something happens. I have no idea what happened, what kind of 5 hour, 6 hour conversation they just had. But all of a sudden, he tries to escape. Like, I hear her talking. She's like, she's talking about, oh, you dumb butt and stuff like that in Spanish. And immediately I get up. It's 5:30 in the morning. I get up and then I'm like, what are they doing? Are they arguing? Like, were they arguing all this time? So then, after that, he backed out of the parking spot. She was trying to get in the spot. I mean, not in the spot. She was trying to get in the van while the van was moving, and then she shoves back and almost hits the wheel wall, which almost puts her underneath the van, which he would probably go to run her over anyways. After that, she's like, you stupid. She kept just saying, you stupid, stupid. And in Spanish, she kept saying, you stupid idiot, you stupid idiot. You almost ran me over. Why did you leave like that? You're dumb. You don't have no idea, and stuff like that. And then she kept calling him over and over. What the heck was that? She kept calling him over and over on his cell phone. Ba-ding, ba-ding, ba-ding. You have reached the voicemail of You have reached the voicemail. It just kept going on and on and on. I was like, man, she's toxic. Like immediately, I'm just thinking about how toxic she is. And she just like, you let me out. And he finally answered, you left me here and I could have gotten ran over. And you almost ran me over. She's saying all this in Spanish again. She's saying it loudly that I know and I can identify what is Spanish. So all of a sudden she just starts cursing and stuff like that in Spanish over the phone because he's not there. He comes back. He comes back with the van fully like high speed. Skirt! Slams on the brakes right in front. He doesn't park in the spot. He just slams on his brakes going freaking south. And then gets out of the car and then he goes up to her and he starts yelling and screaming and hollering, you stupid, and just going crazy in Spanish, like going absolutely insane. I'm like, oh my god, they are actually arguing. And then he says, go ahead, call the cops. You know how that goes when drunk people or people that are just all over the place and they don't want to call them cops themselves. So they tell other people to call the cops. So he's like, you call the cops. You call the cops. And then all of a sudden, randomly out of the clear blue sky, there's a guy working on his car. He's working on his car. The guy literally goes up to the guy that's working on his car. He's like, hey, you call the cops. You call the cops on her. She's not leaving me alone. In Spanish, I'm not saying this in Spanish because I don't know Spanish. I'm just translating to you what he said in Spanish. He said, you call the cops. I want you to call the cops. She's being crazy. I don't care what she said. She's so crazy. She did this and that. I don't know what he said after that, but nothing happened with that guy. The guy was like, okay, trying to mind his own business. Oh my god, I'm getting so excited. The guy was trying to mind his own business. He didn't want nothing to do with it. He just knew that this guy was going crazy. And I was like, oh my god, they're really going at it. They're really going at it. And then she goes over there and says, you come back here. And then he just literally kept going back and forth and screaming at her face. And he almost punched her a couple of times. And I'm like, what the heck? I said, bro, don't do that. Don't do that because that's going to tick me off. I don't know this chick. I don't care for this chick. I don't know who these people are. But once once a male hits a female, it's kind of like, no, that's not right. You know that it's not right in your nature. You have to do something. You have to say something. Say something, do something. You got to. Like, it's not cool. It's not cool. So I said, he nudged at her one time. I said, he's got 3 more times in this night to nudge at her because he's not going to do that around me. That's for sure. And so after that, again, they just kept going back and forth. And he kept going in and out the spot, in and out the spot that they're supposed to be reserved for, and just kept arguing. And he just kept going crazy, man, all through the freaking morning. And I'm all like, these people are still freaking arguing. They are still arguing. And I'm over here like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and get ready and get dressed to go to work. So it's 12 o'clock. So I got dressed and go to work. And luckily at that time that they left, and I ran downstairs and left. But that single night, guys, it was again Saturday and it's going on Sunday. So Sundays the office is closed. I immediately said to myself, I said, no, these people have to get out. The way they were being so crazy and epic with their words and just going crazy, I'm surprised no one else complained. No one else called the cops. I was so surprised. I didn't call the cops. The reason being is because I have a limit. It's like, okay, well, go ahead and argue. Go ahead and let it out because I have been through that too. I have argued with my significant other very epically, very horrifically and stuff. And so I know what it is. And I'm just like, let them have it out. But I didn't know how long it was going to be. So, somebody going crazy. The heck is all that noise? Let me go check what's going on. And then I'll take a piss real quick. I mean, go empty my cup. I am coughing now. I don't know what it is. So after that, I was at work. I was telling everybody at work that I couldn't sleep last night because these people all night long were not arguing in their car all night long. That just their van was on all night long and just constantly, going at it. And then I couldn't sleep on top of that because they were arguing constantly during the day, guys. During the freaking day. Also, guys, I actually missed a part, guys. Hold on. That single day. Let's rewind. Let's go back. So let's go back to 6 o'clock. Around that time, everybody starts getting up and getting ready, right? I kept seeing them argue, kissing. They literally look like zombies because they're just arguing back and forth. The guy is constantly going back and forth into the house, arguing with them, and then all of a sudden, his kids, they wake up. It's already 7 o'clock in the morning. These kids are waking up. Oh, I'm seeing something. So his kids woke up. He was arguing in front of his kids. And he was just going absolutely intense, insane. He had beer in his hand. He kept spitting up like saliva. He was spitting up saliva like so hardcore. I thought he was throwing up, but he wasn't throwing up. He was spitting saliva. And he just got, and he dribbles literally all down his side of the mouth, all in his chest, all of his little dribbles, like literally like a dog, a panting dog, just, hot and just dribbling everywhere. He's like, blah, blah, blah. He's talking all over the place. I don't understand what he's even saying either. And he's just like, blah, blah, blah. And then he kept saying to his kids, I've been with you, like in Spanish. I'm not saying it in Spanish, I'm just translating. He said, I've been with you and your moms for 3 years after you were born. And you and me, we were kind of connection. And she told me that you and me will stay together. Like, he was going crazy. I mean, absolutely crazy. And he just talking out the window, bro. He was in the passenger side, talking out the window of the passenger side. He just kept telling his kids, I keep staying with your mom, and I'm so stupid. I'm stupid for staying with your stupid mom. And literally he kept saying that out the window. And again, I'm so surprised nobody's called the cops yet. Nobody still has called the cops yet. Because, I wasn't about to do it. So in front of his kids were just trying to, go out the day. And he says, you look at me. Look at me. I hard work. I do hard work and I provide for y'all guys. And he just literally was aggressive. Very aggressive. And I'm like, oh my God, these kids are they're freaking terrified, bro. I would be terrified as a kid seeing my own dad being so epic like that. And he was drooling all over the place. He wasn't falling down. He was just being very epic. And he kept hitting the van over and over, the doors, the window. I'm surprised that I don't know how. That van is so durable, but I'm just very traumatized with that van now. And then he kept banging on the door and pushing into the dash. And then it was like, what the heck is going on? This guy's flipping out. And so he's like, you don't talk to me, and I don't care about your freaking mom, and your mom is crap to me, and she's just like, never once did I hear she's a cheater or she's been cheating on me. So never once I heard that. So I don't know what the outcome was, but he was arguing with her. All of a sudden, the next door downstairs neighbor beside them was out there, and he pulled up, and the guy, oh my god, I'm going to 30 minutes. The guy downstairs, he uh he said to him, "Hey man, you believe me?" And again, this is all in Spanish. I'm just translating to y'all. He said, "Yeah, you believe me? I provide for this family, and I love this family so much, and she just wants to screw it all up and screw up everything I work for, like a typical, very typical Mexican. And so he's like trying to screw it all up, and I'm just trying to provide for my kids and stuff." And the other guy's like, "I hope you're not drinking and driving or stuff like that." And then he's like, "I don't drink and drive. I don't want to drink. That's why I'm in the passenger side. Look here." And I have this, again, if y'all don't believe it, I have this all on my CCTV camera. And then he tells the guy, "Look, these are my keys. These are my keys." He kept handing the guy, the random freaking neighbor, the keys to the van. He's like, "You hold on to these keys because I don't want to drink or drive. I know better." And he just kept saying, again, I'm talking drunk, so because that's how he was. "I know better, and I know not to drink and drive. I have kids to look out for, and I'm not doing that." And that's exactly what he said. That's exactly what he said. And then he just kept shoving the guy his keys, and the guy was like, "No, I don't need your keys. I'm fine. I believe you." He's like, "I don't drink. I don't drink." And he just kept saying that, but he actually was drinking and driving that day. And let me make sure my battery is fine. I don't know how long this video is gonna last. Again, guys, I'm trying to make it a good epic one because a lot of people have been asking me. I'm not even sure what battery life is. So he kept going crazy, kept drooling all over the place, kept slobbering all over the place, kept hitting the dash, kept hitting the van all over the place. After that happened, they laughed, and I said, "Nope, they gotta get evicted ASAP. They need to go. They need to go somewhere else. I don't care where they go, but I say that they get evicted ASAP. They caused a big disturbance for me, and that was it." So after that time, again, now let's fast forward me going back to work. I went back to work, and I told everybody at work, and I said, "Look, I haven't had much sleep. My stupid neighbor who cut me up and stuff." Throughout the whole entire time, I kept watching my cameras, and I kept seeing the guy going back and forth, back and forth. And I'm like, how are they still freaking arguing? How are they still freaking arguing? And so they're still arguing, going back and forth. The fans going back and forth, back and forth. And she's just constantly going back out there and going. I'm not sure what they're saying because my CCTV camera can only pick up so much audio. I just see them going back and forth. And then I saw a couple of people in their car, and they were going up and down the street and stuff. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? Like, I'm not even home yet. And I don't know what's going on. And I'm very annoyed. I had so much anxiety. It was not even funny. Like, I just don't know what was gonna happen. I don't know if I was gonna come home and them have a shootout all of a sudden. I just had so much anxiety at that time. It's not even funny. I saw somebody in my spot, and I'm like, if somebody's in my spot, I swear if I get back home and he's that person is still in my spot, I'm gonna go crazy. And at that time, they left and they left it open. They left it open, my spot open. So I came home, but I was prepared that day to be argumentative and be like, y'all calm down, be annoying and stuff. So I came back upstairs, and as soon as I got off, I came upstairs and I saw the guy and the girl still in the van talking, and they were going at it the whole. This is about 48 hours, not 48, 24 hours already. I think more than 24 hours. So if you talk about 12, 13, so again, another, so about 12, maybe 17, 18 hours. They've been going at it for 17 hours. And they were still going at it. They were still going at it. I come home and I see the guy in his van and the lady right beside him, and the guy's slowly but surely falling asleep. Because, again, 17 hours arguing, guys. 17 hours arguing. Oh, man. And at that time, again, all I'm thinking about is they're so toxic. They are so toxic. You cannot tell me they're together for love. You're gonna tell me that they're together for love. They're not together for love. They're together to help each other out, not for love. They don't love each other. They're trying to help each other out on rent. They're trying to help each other out with the kids, especially kids. This is why I hate kids. I mean, this is not the reason why I hate kids, but this is why I hate kids with families. I'm like, oh, it's just so complicated. That's a story for another day. So I'm just like, dude, no. They finally stopped. They finally stopped arguing. He went to sleep. She kept patting him on the shoulder. She kept comforting him. She kept holding his hand. She was leaning up against him as he was sleeping. Like she cared about him. Like she was like, oh, we've been fighting all day. We're exhausted. We gotta go to sleep. They've been fighting all day. Let me go empty my cup real quick. So the next day arrives, and I told myself I'm gonna be the first person at my facility, not my facility, at my apartment complex in the office, and I'm gonna complain. I am tired. I didn't get no sleep, so they opened the office at 8:30. I didn't have to be to work until 11 o'clock, and I was like, I'm gonna be the first person there because I can't. These people got to go. They got to get evicted. I am tired of it. So then I go down. Hold on. Let me refill my cup before I start talking about what I told the office. Okay, so I went to the office. The reason why I went to the office that day was because I needed a new parking sticker. So my reason to go to the office was a good reason because, of course, I don't want my car to get towed away. The second reason was to talk to them about what happened. So I go to the office and I tell them I'm here to get my new parking sticker, and she's like, "Oh yeah, okay." And then I said, "Yeah, I wanted the parking sticker to like fade away, like kind of." And then she was going through the. She was like, "If you have any other vehicles, let me know." And stuff. I was like, "Yeah, I haven't been looking for. I've been looking for another vehicle, but I haven't found the right one." And by the way, guys, the sun is setting. The sun is setting. It's eclipsing over here. Um, we're almost past our time. I can't believe it. Um, so I told her that, and then all of a sudden I told her, I said, "Hey, I normally don't do this, but I don't like my new downstairs neighbors." I said, "They're horrible. They're bad. Can you please get them out?" And she's like, she looks at me, she stops what she's doing, and she's like, "What happened?" I said, "I didn't sleep all night on Sunday because all they kept doing was arguing. Arguing, arguing, arguing." And then I showed her the video, and she's like, "Oh my God," because I ran the videotapes over, and I saw that he almost hit her 2 times. The time that I wasn't here, he hit the van before he hit her. And she was like, "Wait a minute, what? Who is that guy?" I said, "I'm assuming that's the baby's daddy." "Oh, I don't know that guy," she states. And I'm all like, "What do you mean you don't know that guy? He's not in the contract." "Wait, the guy is not in the contract?" "No, I don't even know who he is. I'm gonna have to talk to her." I said, "For a whole week, I've been seeing 3 kids and 3 adults. 3 kids and 3 adults. No, she only has 2 kids. I don't know. I'm gonna call her Cynthia. You know, the manager here. I don't know Cynthia, but you better check on those people because there's no one lady and 2 kids living there. There's the guy, the girl, and the guy and another girl and 3 more kids living in the apartment. She's like, "Oh, why am I have a talk with her?" So she told me to show the videos to the assistant manager there. I showed the video to her. She's like, "Oh yeah, we don't know who those people are, and we only seen her." I was like, "I know Paku, right?" It's crazy. And I'm all like, "You've never seen them? You've never seen them?" She's like, "Nope." I said, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking about how the heck did this lady get in? How did this lady get in these apartments? Nowadays, you have to make 7 times the rent, not even 3 times the rent. You have to make 7 times the dang rent to get into an apartment these days. How the heck does she? You cannot tell me. Like, I had so many questions, but I was so angry at the same time. You cannot tell me that this lady makes 7 times the rent being one person and 2 kids. You cannot. I was angry because it took me a long time to get my place, my apartment. And I was so, again, that's a story for another day, I guess. But I was so freaking annoyed. And we're at 45 minutes. Oh my goodness, guys. Okay, let me see. We're gonna have, we're gonna have balloons, balloons, bubbles. It's still pretty early. Let me go empty my cup. I didn't think I was gonna stay this long, but this is our journey. And I am off tomorrow. So after that, man, I don't know how long this video is gonna last, guys. I really don't. This is gonna be a long video. After that, I started realizing that I don't know what kind of people they're trying to put in these apartments, but it's not happening. I came back to my apartment peacefully and be like, okay, I said it. If anybody else has a complaint, at least I know it was the first complaint. Because I was exactly there when they opened. After that happened, I don't know, I'm not sure if they settled down, but the next day that happened, they act like everything was normal. Everything was normal. Nothing happened at all. They were laughing and joking, and they were just talking, being a couple. And I'm like, if that ain't toxic, I don't know what is. I have been in a toxic relationship, and I know what it feels like to be angry one day and then all of a sudden be happy. Mm. Those suck. Absolutely suck. And so I'm all like, that's very toxic, and you have kids. So long comes along, as the week progresses, I'm not trying to speed up this process because I actually do want people to hear my story on this. I I see them, and they finally bought groceries. And I said to myself, don't get groceries now. Y'all evicted already in my books. They were evicted already in my mind. I'm if I was the judge here, I would say right now, get out of these apartments now. So then they kept staring upstairs, right? Obviously they got a notice. And I'm a creepy person, and I keep my windows open 24/7. The only time I don't keep my windows open right now, it's this season. This season is the only time I'm keeping my living room window closed. But that's for a reason, because I don't want to expose where I live. So I saw that they were looking upstairs where I'm at. They were looking up all the time. One of my phone fell down. My phone fell down, and they were outside on their porch. The lady was sitting down in a chair. She kept looking up. She kept looking up, and they're like, "What the heck was that?" And then she let the guy sit in the chair, and then I made a noise, and then they're like, "What the heck was that?" So they kept looking at my bedroom window from the side, and they're like, someone's spying on us. Like they felt a feeling that someone was spying on them, which I love that feeling, where you're giving that feeling to someone else that you're spying on them. And then I was like, okay, now they feel some sort of way that somebody's spying on them. And I'm like, okay, this is gonna work out because obviously I am spying on them, and obviously I'm taking a close eye on them. So then, I became familiar on their routine. They will go this way, go that way, and stuff. I was like, okay, I'm watching you. And the thing is, too, I usually eat at night, and I always put a light on when I eat. No, I wasn't gonna do that. I wanted to make sure that they were aware that they're being watched by their creepy butt neighbor upstairs. I wanted to make sure. I'd be like, hey, bro, you're being watched, and this is what's gonna happen. And you're being watched. I'm sorry, because let me see. I'm trying to see what my percentage is. Oh, I think I have 23% battery. And so I'm like, okay, thank goodness that you know that you're being watched. So they stayed in a distance to where it's like they don't know nothing. They don't want nothing to do with being in a far distance. They were just staying against the wall, being outside. Then, like, I would go in and out of work. I would not say anything. I would just go upstairs, tuck myself away. So then, after that, it was a Saturday night again. A Saturday night again, guys. Let's pause and take a pee pee break, a empty my cup break. Not refilling it yet. Again, I don't know how long this video is gonna last. I want to tell my story. Okay, here I come. I've been talking so much, my throat is hurting. I should not be talking this much, anyways. So, I was upstairs while they were downstairs, and they were coming in and out again, being a little bit aggressive again. Mind you, this time it was, let me see what time it was. What time was it? I don't remember what time it was. Oh, it was after I got off of work, so it was around maybe at 5 o'clock, because I think I got off of work that day at 3. And I wanted to watch a movie, because I got off of work at 3. I wanted to, relax and watch a movie. So I was watching a movie. At the corner of my eye, here comes the van. Skirt! Slam on the brakes. And I'm like, oh no, oh no, here he comes again. He's coming in hot. Slams on the brake and gets out of his car, his van, the same freaking way, guys. The same freaking way. And just gets out of the van really fast. Comes downstairs. Well, he's not downstairs. He's outside and just gets out of the van and oh no, leave me alone. And mind you, that time I seen the lady with her kid downstairs, and they were randomly walking all of a sudden. And I was wondering, I was like, okay, that's weird. They walked here and they didn't drive here. He gets out of the van fast. He goes, heads to the door. He bangs on the door. He's like, I want you out of here. Again, this is all in Spanish. I'm just translating. I want you out of here. Open the dang freaking door. And she's like, I don't know what she's saying. He starts fighting with her inside after she opens the door. She's like, he said this in Spanish. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Just leave me freaking alone. And then I'm all like, I don't know what's going on. So I start recording in my apartment, right at that time. I'm like, these people are freaking arguing. I don't know what the heck's going to happen. Like, I better capture this on camera. And so I just kept hearing thump, 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 and the thump, 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 thump. And I'm all like, what the heck is going on? And then he's all like, you stupid idiot. You leave me alone. I don't want you near me anymore. You're stupid. And so he just kept going crazy. And then all of a sudden, psh, that's all you heard was a glass break. And I'm like, oh my God, they just broke something. I don't know what they broke. They broke something. That's all I knew. And then all of a sudden, it's like, you're stupid. You're so stupid. And that's all I kept hearing. And then he goes back in the van and he just kept screaming and hollering and crazy. Mind you, there are kids out in the parking lot playing ball. There are kids out in the park just sitting there. There are people all around. There are people all around everywhere. I could tell you there is more than 20 people outside. And then after she said that, the lady came outside. There was, like I said, there was another lady living with them. The lady came outside and she's like, you stupid. Well, this is what she said. Again, this is translated from in Spanish. Not too familiar what she said, but she's like, you stupid idiot. You could have had it good. You could have had it great. And you ruined it all. You stupid. You're so dumb. And then she's like, oh, you want something? Don't do that. Loves us. That's all I kept hearing was her and him. Her and her. Like, the guy, he just backed up and left. Like, he left those two ladies there. And then she just kept saying, oh, you see, you shouldn't know. And then the other lady's like, that's all I kept hearing. And again, if y'all don't believe me, I have that on video. I have all that on video. They just kept going back and forth. And then I was like, what the heck? What the heck is going on? And then she just saying, you're dumb. You're spoiled in Spanish. She just kept saying, you're dumb. You're spoiled in Spanish and blah, 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 blah. And then again, like 25 people, something like that, outside. And then after that, the guy came back around and came in. He says, you're stupid. You're gonna freaking pay for this. You dumb idiot. Yeah, go walk away. And then the lady was over here downstairs. She's like, that's all I kept hearing. I'm not sure what the heck she said, but things were happening, and things were happening fast, guys. So the lady starts walking towards the other way, and then the guy comes out, and then the guy starts following her in the van and just puts on his brakes, slams on his brakes real fast, and then he just goes up to her. Well, not to go up to her, but he just like starts waving his hands in the air, and then he's just like, "Y'all call the cops! Y'all call the cops!" And then some random guy in the distance. I don't know who this person was, but this person was like, "Hey, bro, you can't be hitting a person or can't be hitting a female." And then all of a sudden he starts talking English. He starts talking English. It's like, you don't know that bitch, and you don't know what she's done to me. 5 years, 3 years, 3 years. I'm done with her. I don't care anything about her. I've tried so hard with her, and she just messed it all up. And literally, he just kept screaming. And then he started talking to her, and he's like, I've done my time, bro. I've done my time. I don't care. Call the cops. Call the cops. Arrest me. Arrest me. I've done my time. I don't care. And he just kept saying that freaking loud, guys. I'm talking about the whole world could hear that. It was rumbling all over the place, bro. And so he just kept saying that out so freaking loud. And I'm saying, no, guys. These people have to leave now. Again, if I was a freaking judge, I'll be like, get the out of my apartment. I don't want you hearing any freaking more. Like, I said, no. These people cannot be living downstairs with me. I can't handle this. My anxiety is high because I don't know what he could be up to. He could shoot up downstairs and shoot up upstairs at the same time, and I don't know what his intentions are. So he kept arguing with him, and then all of a sudden he'd start leaving. He's like, you stupid. He just kept saying the same thing over and over. And then he left, and then the guy left. The other lady was there with her, and then she was just like, I don't know what she was saying, but she was sobbing and crying. After the sobbing and crying came over, she kept telling her kids, the police, in Spanish, she kept saying, the police are coming, so let's get this. And all I kept hearing was the glass. I don't know, again, at this time, I don't know what they broke, but they broke something. And there was glass all over the place, and they were cleaning it up. She's like, the police are coming. Y'all be careful. The police are coming. Y'all hurry up. Get inside. The police are coming. That's all I kept hearing her say in Spanish. After that, I was like, bro, no. These people got to get out now. I'm sick and tired of them. I can't stand it. I can't. They only been here for a week and a half. I think a week and a half. And then they just messed it up. So after that, I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to tell the office that what happened. I already told the office the first day that it happened. And no more. I'm not telling the office anything. So after that happened, I was like, nope. It's up to the people to evict them. So then all of a sudden, the next day comes, they kind of come down, and I was horrified. I was all over the place. It gave me so much anxiety, guys, that I actually had to take my anxiety pill. I do not take my anxiety pill at all. I haven't took my anxiety pill for, I think, for more than 7 months, guys. That did it. And I told my grandma, I said, look, I have so much anxiety, and that's not about me moving out. It's about these people getting the heck out of my apartments ASAP. It's like, I wish I had the authority to kick them out immediately. As soon as I saw that happening, I was so angry. And I'm like, no, bro, if I had the authority to kick them out right now, I would. I freaking would. And again, that is horrible. No kid should ever go through that. That's, oh, it bothers me, guys. It bothers me. No kid should ever go through that. Let me go refill my cup. So again, guys, no kids should ever go through that. I really was. I don't like kids at all, but it hurt me to see that happening in front of the kids. No, not cool. Not on my books. No, 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 no. My heart goes out to those kids, and I'm 1,000% sure that these people will do the same thing later in the future. And I don't know how long this happened, but to see that happening, no. Mm-mm. Oh my goodness, guys, I'm here 1 hour and 7 minutes. My battery's like, charge me. Let me get my charger. Hold on. Let me charge my phone. I never charged my phone on live stream at this time. So I just began to feel bad for the kids. I have went through it myself, and I don't like that feeling and stuff, and it was not cool. It's not cool to see that. I don't think any kids should go through that. There's some kids that have to, and it just terrifies me. It terrifies me. I have went through parent drama like that, and it's not cool. Let's just say it's not cool. I don't think kids should go through that, and that's just my honest truth. No kid should go through that. So after that time, I guess they began to slow down. They came in and out the apartment slowly but surely, and I said, go ahead, pack up your stuff. Pack up your mofo stuff. That's it. Game over. I don't want to see y'all anymore. Just leave. Obviously, a lot of people complained that night. After that night, which was a Monday, They didn't come home that day. They stayed away. My the downstairs neighbor next to them came in and called them. Oh wait, hold on. Reverse that. I tried to figure out what they broke. Apparently they had broke the window to the apartment. The window, the one I just shown right now. Just imagine that. They broke the window to the apartment. I was like, no, 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 no. They gotta go. So the manager of the apartment, and I text her, I said, these people have to go. Did you talk to them or whatever? Because they have to go. They broke the window. They were so hyper and they were so crazy that they broke the window. I thought she was coming to look at the window. She did come look at the window. It was 8:45 at night. The manager came to look at the window to see what happened. The lady next door, she ended up telling her what happened. She said, this is crazy people. They're freaking crazy. They're going to get out, stuff like that. I have all that in recording as well. And I'm all like, if this don't get them out, that's it. Game over. Like, I give up. Like, no. They're not gonna stay here in my apartments that I've been living here 7 years and this happened. No, 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 no. So then after she left, because I was in the shower at that time and I saw her pull up and then leave. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe that's my actual manager of the apartment. After that happened, my I was at work that day. All of a sudden, a clear blue sky, the manager of the apartments comes to my job, and she's just asking me if I could help her with her light bulb, her turning signal light bulb, because it was blown out. She needs someone to replace it, and she needs someone to look at it. And so I'm like, okay, I'll go ahead and look at it for you. I helped her out the fullest I could do of my knowledge at that point and the way I am, because I'm still on the clock. I can't do these things off on the clock. I have to do it off the clock. And I did tell her, I said, I'm off in an hour. I could help you out with this. But after that, she came back inside. I told her, I said, look, did you get rid of those people? She's like, yeah, they have 1 month to leave. I showed her the video, and when they broke the freaking glass, the freaking glass, and I told her, look, I don't know what happened that day or whatever, but they broke the freaking glass. And then she heard, psh. She's like, oh my god. I said, yeah. And here's him going crazy. And I showed him the video of him toppling the other people and being like, go ahead, call the cops, call the cops, call the cops. I don't care. I've been with her for 3 years more, and I try to make a life with her. And I told her, she's like, no, no, no. I already told them they already have a month to get out and stuff. I said, bullshit, man. No month. Freaking 2 days, bro. If it was me and in my apartments, I would give them 2 days to move out, and that's it. Get out, get your stuff. After that happened, I rarely saw them. I rarely saw them. And what the heck is that noise? Some kids. I don't know, some random kids. Let me go ahead and get back up. I didn't know this video was gonna be this long, so bear with me. So yeah, I rarely saw them. I didn't see them for a day. Then they came back. And they came back, and then all of a sudden they're just normal. Normal. Just normal. I saw them that day, and they were taking a picnic or something, because they end up putting a mattress in their van, and then grabbing their barbecue pits. They grabbed one barbecue pit, the mattress, comforters, covers, and they left. And that was one day after that happened. And then after that, they came home, and I'm assuming they saw the notice on their door, and that became their home. The van became their home, guys. The reason being is because I think the apartments had enough of them and cut their power off. And I went to take out my trash, and I saw a lock on their power grid. Like they wouldn't be able to open it because they just shut their power off. After that, it was again a mandatory. We're just gonna keep a mattress every single day, every single morning, guys. They would actually move the van and then put the truck, move the van, put the truck, and then after that time, they started moving a mattress. And one thing is for sure is that the lady that was living with them moved out. And I was thinking, oh yeah, they moved out. Apparently the lady moved out first. The lady that was there that was going crazy too. Again, there was one lady, one guy, and one lady, and another guy, and another kid. And I was thinking about that the lady was having 3 kids. She didn't have 3 kids. She only had 2 kids. I found out that she only had 2 kids. The other kid belonged to the other lady. So then I was like, okay, well, I guess this is it for them. And I'm assuming the apartments let them stay here to collect themselves for a whole month. So every single day I would see them unloading and loading a mattress. The kids going with it. Like if it was a road trip. Every single day. Putting a mattress inside the van, taking the mattress every morning out of the van, putting the mattress back in the van. I have exclusive videos of this. And again, if you don't believe me, I could put the videos up live or whatever. But I seen that. And of course it broke my heart because those kids don't go to school. And I told my grandma, I said, look, I can't believe this is happening, but these kids are living a life where it's not stable. They're not stable. They don't know how to live life. They don't, Papa, what is going on? They don't know the outcome, what's going to happen with their life. They're not stable, so they can't be in school. The kid looks 12 years old. This is enough to stay in school. The other kid is like maybe 3 years old, 4 years old. Still enough to go into pre-K. Gosh, I feel so sorry for those kids, guys. I feel so sorry for those kids. I can't believe it, guys. So after that, they kept coming again. It was a routinely basis where they kept coming with their mattress, going, leaving with their mattress, coming. So finally, month of the last month at the 31st, and I'm here 31st. That's the last time I saw them. Last time I saw them. And I look at them and I'm all like, oh my God. But it's beginning to be the first. It wasn't going to be the 1st of April. And I recorded it. I said, look, oh my goodness, this is the last time I'm going to see them because this is the beginning of the month already. They're not going to have any access to this apartment anymore. I was glad, guys. I was freaking glad. Oh my goodness, guys. What a journey. What a freaking journey. If you sticked around all this time, thank you, thank you. If you heard my whole entire story, I've been here live 1 hour and 21 minutes. Thank you. Because it's not easy to feel the way I feel, but bad neighbors like this, not easy at all. I horrendously, I can't even say the words. Horrifically don't understand that scenario. I almost called it quits with them, and I almost called CPS on them quite a bit of times. I had 3 times, guys. I'm a 3-time person. He only tried to hit the lady twice, and I said, one more time, and I'm calling the cops. Didn't hit the lady 3 times that day, and I wasn't going to call the cops. I went to the office because I was upset that I didn't get no sleep. But the thing is, it's like, how can... My heart goes out to those kids. Again, I hate kids. I don't like kids. But the fact that they have to go through that. Right now, they're sleeping in the van. They are sleeping in the van. Can you imagine what I feel when I see that? They messed up. They're toxic. And that's the thing. I reported it too on Neighbors app too, and I said, what do I do if I see this happening? Abusive anger. Everybody kept saying you'll do more harm than good, because the kids will go to adoption care and the parents will go to jail. Then the parents and the kids will never ever see each other. I said, I would like to have that outcome, the kids being tortured and traumatized by their parents not having a stable home to live in. I would take them being in foster care anytime than those kids being tortured. And that's hands down, guys. That is hands down. I can't believe it. So now they are gone. I haven't seen them, what's today? In 10 days already. Let me go fill my cup and empty my cup. And guys, it is late. It is late right now. Whew, I'm gonna sneeze. Okay. It is late right now too. But yeah, I have I just hope the best for those kids, and that's all I can do. I want to call CPS so bad. I want to call the abusive line so bad because they're toxic, and I know that they're toxic. They're gonna keep running around having arguments for I don't know how long until somebody reports them. And it was gonna be me that reported them, but they didn't give me enough chances to report them. Because I guarantee you, if they would have stayed here more times and he would have tried to hurt her, of course I would have. The abusive line is there, and guys, I don't know if you come from a background like I have. I have come from abusive parents before, and it's not pretty, it's not cool, and I don't really think that kids should go through that, but a lot of kids have to make them stronger. Because it made me stronger. It made me stronger as a person to know that just because you have two parents, do they always have to love each other for the rest of your life? Even if you had a kid young, if you were 16 years old, got pregnant, you're telling me that you're supposed to love the other person for almost the entire decades of your child's life? No, no, that doesn't happen. I am glad that my downstairs neighbors are gone. They're evicted because this is a good reason why eviction has been gone for years. Eviction should not be you can't pay rent on time. Eviction should only be these circumstances. If you can't pay rent on time, I don't think any renter or whoever should be like, put you at fault. I think when you cause a disturbance like this, should it be caused in eviction? I'm sorry if it sounds very sad in the ending. I'm about to end my live stream soon, but it's not cool. Not cool, not cool at all. I I'm done. I'm so glad that these people were out of here, and I feel relief, guys. I feel relief. Now, I told the manager that time, I said, look, I don't want nobody with kids because kids terrify me, and I don't want, with kids comes drama. With kids comes drama, and I don't want that. Just let's have a single people downstairs, living downstairs. Why can't we have that? I'm single. I'm living by myself. I'm paying rent by myself. I'm doing everything by myself. Let's have those people. But yeah, guys, so I've been an hour and 30 minutes, guys. I can't believe how long I ranted. My voice is cracking and hurting. And I should not be talking right now. I'm sick and I shouldn't be talking. But this was a good live stream for everybody. Claudia, I know you've been wanting to hear my thoughts and opinions about freaking downstairs neighbors. Here it is. Here it is. If you have an hour and 30 minutes to watch this whole entire video, put 100%. Put in the comment section 100%. Don't just say, oh my god, what that happened. I want you to come in my comment section and at the end of this, put 100%. Because this is 100% real. But yeah, guys, the downstairs neighbor did not work out. Evicted, bro. Evicted. And I'm so glad and grateful. Let's see what happens next with my downstairs neighbor. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.